Australia's leaders have faced off in a second election debate, with Peter Dutton making his concession when it came to comments he made about Indonesia's president.
It was a mistake, and I'm happy to admit that what we got from the Indonesian authorities in the reports, and the Prime Minister commented on these reports yesterday as well, was that the sources inside the Prabowo government confirmed that that was the case.
It comes as the latest polling shows Labor pulling further ahead of the coalition in recent weeks. To break it all down, let's bring in Seven's national news desk director, Hugh Whitfield. Good morning to you. OK, so a lot of people trying to catch up on this yesterday with Dutton and the Russians and the Indonesians and who said what and when, and then Dutton apologising last night. Could you explain to us how important this is?
Yeah, I think this was a surprise on two counts from Peter Dutton, because national security is meant to be a strength of the coalition, and he went in hard when those initial reports emerged about the possibility of a Russian base in Indonesia, and he was forced into a mea culpa last night, conceding that there was no concession from the Indonesian president that Russian base would go ahead. And it's going to expose Peter Dutton to attacks on his national security record from Labor in the final weeks of this campaign. And added into that, there was this line from Peter Dutton that he doesn't know Donald Trump, and so therefore he can't pass judgment as to whether he would trust him. And I think there were two probably weaker points for Peter Dutton in that debate.
OK, interestingly today, we've had Moscow's ambassador to Indonesia now appearing to confirm that they may have approached Indonesia for a base.
Yeah, and I think there's a difficulty here because Albanese was clearly caught on the hop when those reports emerged in the first place, and they're relying on whatever Jakarta tells them, because clearly Australia wasn't at the table.
Let's talk about Albo. He was really pressed on when power bills will come down, and he didn't want to answer, did he? Yeah,
that commitment that was made at the last election about bringing power prices or bringing power bills down by $250 is still haunting Anthony Albanese. And Peter Dutton was really able to get under the Prime Minister's skin last night by prosecuting that case about, well, why haven't bills come down $250? And you can't even hear Anthony Albanese mention it these days. And Peter Dutton was going in kind of for the kill last night. He was trying to anyway. And the moderator was able to press Anthony Albanese as well as to why power bills are not coming down despite this commitment to renewable energy. It's clear that everyone's power bills are still going up, and that is a sore point for the government as we approach polling day.
Yeah, so where are we as we approach? We know, we follow you on social media and you're tracking all the numbers and all the seats.
Well, the 7 News election needle still has a lean towards Anthony Albanese. The government starts this poll ahead because they have a majority. They're going to try and hang on to as many seats as possible. And when we look at where this election is being fought, where they are spending most of their time, the vast majority of time that both leaders are spending their days in are Labor seats. Anthony Albanese needs to hang on to what he's got for dear life. Peter Dutton would be happy to pick up anything, because even if he doesn't get into the lodge, he needs to shore up his leadership for the next term.
OK, that's the next question. Thank you very much, Hugh. Here's Chevo.